What's going on, folks? TJ Lauerman, aka That Sports Gamer here, and I noticed something. If you watch these videos, when I start talking, you always see me look over this way. That's to make sure I'm not muted, and I'm not muted, so that's good. Also not muted, Alex. Alex, what's going on, buddy?
Hey guys, how's it going? Good to be back. Glad to be here for the first year player draft. So this should be a fun stream.
Yeah. Actually, let's first talk about what Phi Crossfoxes. I'm just gonna say it like that. Phi Crossfoxes mentioned in the chat, and I noticed. Did this Liam Hendricks signing happen like last night, right after the stream?
Yes, pretty much. It was last night into this morning. Confirmations were still coming through. I remember. Gosh, who first broke the news? It wasn't Hassan this time. I think it was actually Reynolds.
No, I think it was
the news
actually,
officially.
well, from the way I heard it from was Tim Brown,
Oh,
the Raiders wide
okay.
receiver. I'm very confused by that, but
okay.
because remember I said after last night's
yeah.
stream I had a special project to work on with Chris, and Chris mentioned it. I was very excited.
Yeah.
No, this is Kyle
so
Hendricks.
that should be fun.
What's Hendricks' first name?
Liam. Liam. Liam Hendricks.
Liam Hendricks, Las Vegas Aviators closer, currently at the age of 35. 9 saves, 4 blown saves. Not doing great. I kind of wish.
Was this a 2019 franchise that you started here, TJ, though?
No, it started in 2020.
Okay.
So we had a full season of 2020 ball. And then, let me just see some MLB stats here. Full season of 2020. He was with Oakland, signed with the Yankees to not be their closer. And did not pitch well.
That's why. Yeah.
Some big ERAs there.
Yeah, you don't go to the Yankees to be a better relief pitcher. I'm sorry. You don't normally do that.
Yeah. Went to the Mets and did good in some limited time in the 2023 season.
Nice.
I kind of wish we would have had him at the start of this franchise. Not gonna lie.
That would have been a good option.
He'd have been a
he's
good pickup.
Very good relief pitcher if you use the updated live ratings.
I mean, granted, we have Jordan Hicks, so I'm not really.
Yeah, and he's been doing pretty well. I've noticed.
So, another thing I noticed, we never looked. Because I have my little list, my little short notes over here on the left here. Shortlisted players performing well, Jared Kellneck, and I was like, we've talked about Jared Kellneck, and I feel like we were trying to trade for him at some point, and we never did.
We looked into him, yeah,
and apparently we didn't look. Go ahead. Okay, continue.
I vaguely remember him being someone we looked into either before or after we were talking about Bryant. When we first got Chris Bryant in to play right field. So it may have been all of last year we talked about that. But yes, we were very interested in the option of trying to trade and acquire Kellneck.
Yeah, and he's been very good. The last 2 seasons, he's had 30 plus homers, 30 plus doubles, 20 plus steals. Very good player. And then I was like, I don't know. Wonder how they're doing with the contract with him. They gave him an extension at the end of last season. 8 years, $150 million.
Oh gosh.
So he's making 7.3, 12.3, 6.8, then 22.4, 22.4, 22.4, 22.4. Then a player option.
And he's into that extension. That extension's already getting started here because it's actually the main contract now. So he's past the original.
I thought he would have been. I thought he would add 1 more year of arbitration. No, they must have bought out the arbitration then.
They probably did. Yeah, it was probably his last year of arbitration, and they just were like, "Look, dude, here's 10 years. Just stay with us."
Oh,
which is a good move because
And did you see the actual numbers with the Hendricks deal, where his buyout is the same as his final season, but apparently the buyout is over like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
I found that out late last night. That's how it's going to work.
Okay.
So he gets Bobby Bonilla if they.
That makes sense.
Don't want him.
I mean, if we're looking at the White Sox's latest relief pitching free agency signings, I do not like their chances, considering that was Colomb and a whole bunch of guys that we got rid of.
Yeah, we have to get rid of all those guys.
So if you're a White Sox fan, you're hoping that this finally breaks the curse of, hey, we're going to sign a veteran, nice relief pitcher for a lot of money and hope and pray they do okay, because the last couple have not done very well. So we'll see. But
this can't be.
What happened to Crochet?
Is this real?
Did he retire to go play basketball or something? Wait,
So the Blue
was
Jays
that
draft.
our
Well, because
prospect?
he was drafted. Remember,
Oh, no, Blue
if
Jays
you
got him.
remember, in the crazy year of 2020, that felt like it lasted 100 years. He was drafted that year
That's true.
and made it to the
So that
pros.
would have been first year your start.
And so in our game, he was actually the second round, 5th pick, 43rd overall by the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays pickup. Okay.
So let's see.
He had to have retired to go play like basketball or something. Is there any news involving the player?
He pitched in the Midwest All-Star game in 2023, then partially torn labrum, will miss 3 months.
Oh,
Got released and retired.
really? Just okay.
I guess he just never got that heater back.
I guess he lost a lot of his speed then, if that was the case.
It says he's got 94 to 95, or sorry.
Yeah, so he did lose a lot of that speed.
40 to 45 stuff, current and potential. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's set 97 to 99 base, and then
you should
can
crank
get
that
up to. Well, I mean, because the idea is that as he gets more time in the minors, that can go up a notch or two. So he hits the majors at 101 plus at that point, which is ridiculous.
Which is low. If he's only throwing 101, that means we have to send our pitching coach out there because something is wrong.
Obviously.
Good fastball, good slider, 34 change, not terrible.
I mean, he still has some decent stuff on that list. Bummer.
I want my head.
You hate to see a young prospect like that, retire at the age of 24 just because of a nasty injury. But it happens, I
mean, we can go unretire him if you want.
I'm sorry?
We can go unretire him and sign him if you want.
I'm pretty sure if that was a decision that he wanted to do, I'm not going to go against his wishes.
Listen, we forced Yadier Molina to retire, and then we forced him to be our AAA coach one time.
Touche. But I'm pretty sure the answer to that would have been, hey, we promised him $3 million to be our coach, and he would still play with all the players. It would just be basically an acting coach.
Interesting. Okay, so we're not going to do that.
I don't think we should do that.
All right. Fine. Let's jump back into this first-year player draft.
Yeah.
The last pick of the first round. We have it. Do you want to look at the draft order? Was there anybody in the draft log you want to talk about? I know we think, surprisingly, where was he? Drew Jones didn't go till 17th. I think the OSA draft had him a lot earlier than that, if I'm not mistaken.
To be honest, I'm actually really surprised that Chris Johnson didn't go first overall. I'm kind of surprised he did not go first overall. I'm surprised that Sean Curley went first overall. I would have thought that Chris Johnson he has almost no weaknesses on that report that we got for him.
You know why? Sean Curley, 44 to 46 miles an hour. Ground baller, though.
Wow.
Oh, you know why?
Because he's got the knuckle.
He's throwing the wicked googly out here.
This looks like one of our Backyard Project submitted players at this point.
Interesting.
Just max out the knuckleball. Don't care about the speed. Ground ball it. Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
So compare that to Chris Johnson, though, because that's impressive that our head scout thought he was a 4.5-star pitcher. That's impressive.
When was the last time a knuckleballer was taking number 1 in MLB draft? No question.
Oh gosh, would that be R.A. Dickey at that point?
Well, Dickey was like a first round pick, right? But he wasn't a knuckleballer at the time. He was a fireballer then.
Oh, that's right. He ended up picking up the knuckleball later in his career.
Yeah.
He was a first rounder, 18th overall. I don't know when the last true, genuine knuckleballer would have been drafted.
Tom Candiotti, my guess. Don't be in my game. Oh, he is in the game. He's retired. There's a Clark Candiotti that's going to be in the draft. I don't know if there's a relation. I'm going to assume no.
There's a couple of people right now who are currently active who do technically are classified as knuckleball pitchers.
The
but
guy
otherwise,
from the Blue Jays, right? Freeman.
Yeah. Ryan Feyerabend?
Yeah.
Feyerabend?
Where's he at? Isn't he in like Australia or something? IRL?
Oh gosh, where is he right now? He was
I can't spell his name.
CPBL for 2020, which is so he was Toronto Blue Jays in 2019.
CPBL is China?
And the Uni President Lions.
Yes.
Chinese baseball, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is still there or not, though.
Mm.
He parted ways as of July 1st. He wanted to be home for the pandemic. So unfortunately, he has not played baseball probably for about a year now.
Whole year, yeah.
So I do not know if he will be counted. The other person is Steven Wright, who pitched for the Boston Red Sox lately.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think I've seen him actually playing.
Yeah,
he was a free agent all of last year.
Gotta be
So
retired.
I don't think Steven Wright's even going to be a MLB player. So I guess that would amount to potentially what, Wakefield being the last drafted.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's stretching a little bit considering that's a. Oh gosh,
Was
when
he
drafted?
He been drafted like 90.
He was drafted as a second baseman, so that doesn't count.
That does not count
because he was not drafted as a pitcher. He was not a knuckleball pitcher.
Nor does Mark Lemke count as a knuckleball pitcher.
That's true. He began developing his knuckleball shortly after getting drafted and getting to AA.
What year was he drafted? I don't know if I was right. I feel like I was close. Ugh. Oh my God, hook it up.
What year was Wakefield drafted?
Yeah, I want to say 90.
1988.
Ooh, 88. Good year.
Yeah. By the Pirates.
Yeah.
Pirates give away all of their best picks. Why do they do that?
Back when they had like John Smiley. Yes, John Smiley came in.
Everybody good, and they're just like, nah.
Yo, can we just talk for a second? Those early 90s Pirates teams, they had pitching.
That's true. They had some good stuff. They did.
John Smiley went 20-8 in 1991.
Those were some good years.
Was that like a Zane Smith, Doug Drabek? Yes, it was Zane Smith, Doug Drabek, John Smiley.
And Drabek, yes. Oh, yeah, those are good years. Oh, those are really
Randy
good years.
Tomlin
right there.
Stan Belinda? Let's go. Forget Chicago Hope. We're doing Pittsburgh 90 whatever. And then we're doing that trade. What was the Barry Bonds trade? To the Braves? Or was that a free agency thing? I always forget. The time
I think
the Braves,
he was free agency.
No, the time the Braves, the time for approximately 24 hours in 1992, Barry Bonds was an Atlanta Brave. Let me explain.
Wow.
Pittsburgh Pirates had agreed to take pitcher Alejandro Pena, Keith Mitchell, Kevin Mitchell's cousin, great cousin, and a player to be named for Barry Bonds. What a steal! First off, that would have been. Okay, change of plans. Forget that. We're going to be the 92 Braves. We're going to go make that trade. We're going to go get Barry Bonds.
And finish it. And keep him.
We're going to go do some stuff. I always like going back and doing stuff like that. You know, like, what was that other one? That was a good one. The A-Rod trade that didn't happen.
Oh, yes, to the Yankees.
Always a good one.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to go try to bid on a Mike Soroka autograph. Someone's got a higher bid. Never mind. I already got a Mike Soroka autograph. Oh my God. So, hold on. Obviously, nobody likes talking about the game. We just like talking about what's going on in our lives. I made 2 amazing purchases.
Oh, dear me. What did you get?
Picked up 2 new baseball cards for the collection.
Ooh. This I gotta see.
Awesome. First off, since they were sitting next to the other cards, we got my Chipper Macon, Georgia card and my 90 Upper Deck Chipper. 90 Upper Deck Chipper, apparently, if you have the Topps Micro 1991 Chipper Jones and a PSA 10, they sell for like $500. Are you kidding me?
That's pretty good.
Especially when I know for a fact that you can go on eBay and buy the entire set for like $8. So I might have to...
Really?
Yeah, I might have to crack this set open and see if there's a PSA 10 chipper in here. And he's right in the middle, so we should be safe.
Yeah, that's the safest part of the box at that point.
Because I definitely have the full set of the full size 91 Topps at home. But first off, is this guy in here as a... Could we get a new pitching coach? Spelled his name wrong. Can we get this guy as a pitching coach? No. There's a Ken Matsuzaka.
Oh. Matsuzaka?
Yeah, I picked up a PSA. Picked up a PSA 10, 2000 Upper Deck Ovation Cebu Lions.
Nice. That's a cool card.
And then
that's before he hits the big leagues, right?
Yeah, it's like he doesn't come to the big leagues till 2007.
Yeah.
So that is early on the Dice Candy train. And then I got a card. Why? Because I like to tell stories. So I picked up a card. As we all know, Topps first set, 1952, card number 1, Andy Pafko. That card's super expensive. We all know that. Little known fact, 1952, not Topps's first rodeo. Did you know that? Obviously you knew that. Right? I know you knew that. Because we got
yeah, of course.
Because we got my guy Blake Jameson's out there doing a 1951 Topps set. Because what they did in 1951, you can see my light on my camera. Topps came out with a card game. I guess they called it Play Ball. I don't know what they called it.
Right.
So they put out 2 52 card sets of players. Some have blue backs, like this one. And then the other ones have red backs. And I was like, I want one of those cards. And apparently, they're not super expensive when you go looking for them. And I got a 1951 Ralph Branca card. Now, for all you baseball fans in the chat, I'll give you a second. What happened to Ralph Branca in 1951? Go ahead. I'll let the chat figure this out. They're going to go Google this while we talk about how sick Dice K was. Oh, my God. We should do like a 2000 and bring Dice K over early.
Just end up getting all of the imports.
Oh, my God.
We have to get Matsui, Dice K. Would Nomo still be around at that point, or is he 1990s?
Well, Nomo, if I'm not mistaken, what was Nomo rookie of the year, like 94, 95?
I think he was late 1990s.
So you might have Red Sox Nomo by then.
Actually, yes, you would have Red Sox
Right,
Nomo.
Ralph Branca is Bobby Valentine's father-in-law, right? Isn't that something? That's like one of those crazy things. Ralph, is that true? I feel like that is true. I feel like that's one of those weird things I've heard before. Yes, his daughter married Bobby Valentine. Boom. In 1951, Ralph Branca gave up the shot heard around the world to Bobby Thompson. I was like, what card in a 1951 set am I going to look for? And I was looking through the list. I'm like, I can get like a... I think was there a Warren Spahn? Is that too early? Forget who it was. There was a couple guys. There's a couple Hall of Famers and stuff in that list. And I'm like, no, I want something that's more interesting and tells a better story. And my better story is I got a Ralph Branca card from the year he gave up the shot heard around the world. From a time before people would say Topps made baseball cards, but Topps made this baseball card. And it's
true.
It's pretty crazy because I was doing the math. I think my grandfather was like 12 when this card came out.
Oh my gosh.
So no, 11. I think 11.
Wow.
So the next time I go over there, I'm actually going to be like, hey, do you remember? Because he's from New York City, and I feel like he had gone to Brooklyn Dodgers games. I feel like we never really talked about that, but would be cool.
But there might be some history there you could bring up.
It's a good little conversation. I know
that'd be cool.
I know he rode around with some boxing champ. Can't remember who though. But yeah, got that new card. But more importantly, speaking of great, possibly generation-defining pitchers, we're going into our first-year player draft, pick 35. We are going to take a look at the next available player for us. Continue draft. Let's just see what our scout says.
Yeah.
Our scout says Brandon Forrester. Oh, weak hitting shortstop.
Is that a hitter or a pitcher?
It's a shortstop.
Shortstop.
Who's actually better at second base, and he's built more of a second baseman than a shortstop because he doesn't have the arm.
We already have Michael Brooks. I don't think we need to be going in that direction.
We've got lots of options up the middle. Yeah. So what we're going to do here...
ask the scout what his recommendation is for pitchers.
Ask the scout what his recommendation is for pitchers. Joe Neugebauer. Also, not great. He's a ground ball hitter. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, first off, the pitcher that he suggested is a catcher.
That's a catcher.
This dude can hold runners on, has 60 stuff potential. Currently only at 14, 3 control.
So you could convert him to a starter, and
might have a cutter.
That would be an excellent relief pitcher, actually. Like that's a Kenley
Oh,
Jansen
let me do
/ Mariano
starter.
Rivera conversion type player right about
Okay.
there, where it's like, hey, yeah, you wanna you wanna change it? Go
I'm
for
sorry.
it.
I did a scouting director pitcher. I did not do scouting director
Oh,
starting
oh,
pitcher.
okay.
But when I do that, people can't see it. Well, I guess they can see him right over my head. We got Kumar Rocker here. Again, this feels like this number. This is off. All right.
I mean, even if you switch it to our head scout,
No, but I mean, like, I feel
you're
like the
looking.
years are off, right? Is he really?
Well,
I don't know. I feel like
he's
something.
had 2 drafts where he wasn't
Oh, right.
drafted.
Yeah, he wasn't drafted.
So he has been delayed, like
Yeah.
a ton, which is
Amateur
interesting.
draft. So I guess he did all 4 years of college then. So 2019, 20, 21.
Yeah, he's
22.
extended his full version of college, potentially even
Oh, maybe he
junior
redshirted
college.
a year. He could have redshirted a year. That would make sense.
He
I
might
guess.
have, considering he got potentially drafted
Went
one
back,
year.
got his master's.
Because yeah, this would technically be
Can you
his 5th
redshirt?
year of college he's coming out of at this point.
I assume he would have played freshman year, right? So, because this IRL was his freshman year, right? Or what? 2019 was his freshman year. Wait.
Yes.
What year was he nasty? Was it last year or was it this? I don't know years anymore. Now that 2020 is just a blur.
Yeah.
Was he nasty in 2020 or was he nasty in 2019? And that's why we know.
Well, he was pretty good in both years. He didn't do a full season in 2020. He only had 3 starts for Vanderbilt, but he had 16 starts for Vanderbilt in 2019. That was his freshman year.
Here's the question: did we know? And that's why we gave him an extra year of eligibility, because we knew it was going to happen.
I don't actually know.
Drop a bomb.
I'm not actually sure about that.
So last year, 2019, he went 12-5.
Yes.
With a 3.25 ERA. Only a measly 10.3 strikeouts per 9. This year, in a little bit of a season that we had, he went 2-1 with a 1.80 ERA and striking out almost 17 a game.
Yeah, he was looking really good this year. Before I'm assuming the pandemic shut stuff down.
Letting up a lot of walks.
The walks, yeah, I think
almost
he was
5 this year, but
I feel like a lot of the people in college this year were just bringing it because they didn't know how long they were going to be playing for. So everyone was going all out to try to make an impact on their drafting spot, you know.
I don't think he needed to do that.
I mean, you got people like Austin Martin only got 16 games played in college this year. So a lot of people were just short-ended with really, really condensed seasons. So I wouldn't put too much into 3 starts and, you know, what was it, 4.8 walks per 9 innings pitched. That's a couple of games start. That's not a problem.
Yeah, it was only 3 starts. So yeah, in our franchise last year, he was drafted by the Rockies, 6th pick overall. They didn't sign him. What's the rule? They can't draft him the next year, right? I know it's like a real rule. I don't know if that's in the game. I would assume.
I actually don't know if there's a real rule saying you're not allowed to draft the same person 2 years in a row. I know some people have done like nod drafts where they'll like draft someone because they know they can't pick them up. They've already committed to college, but they want to respectfully say, "Hey, we have interest in you.
Yeah.
And we're still going to draft you even though you're not going to sign, just for the, you know, not for the fun of it, but for the respect of it." I know teams do that.
I thought if you I feel like there was that guy that didn't sign and then they couldn't pick him the next year. I don't remember if that was true or not. I don't know if we have it in the game, though. I would ask someone in our Slack, but I'm sure someone in the chat will look at that rule for me. Yeah, so they didn't pick him up. For some reason, he fell to the 35th pick of this draft, and I'm not going to lie, he's not going to fall any farther than that. So I think we're gonna take him here.
Okay, official MLB rules state that a club may not select a player again in a subsequent year unless the player has consented to the reselection. So they actually have to agree to being selected by that club. Interesting.
So we're just gonna draft him.
Yeah, this is Rocker's time. We're gonna take our shot on him. We're probably gonna change a little bit of our development to reflect him being a top tier prospect, and we'll see if we can promote him to the high quality that we expect from him.
I think it was Appel, because then they drafted him and they tried to lowball him for on money.
Yes,
because of the injury, I believe.
Because of his injuries, they attempted to haggle him down. So yeah, that's a situation where if he declines that completely, he could then also shut the door on ever signing with that team.
Yeah.
I'm actually very curious to see if that catcher is still here because I would not have.
Moogie Bauer?
Yeah, I actually would be very interested in seeing how late we could draft him and convert him to a relief pitcher because those 2 pitches and the movement, that's actually a good option.
He's just so low in the development. I mean,
yeah, he's a long shot, and you don't like the control.
I don't really want to take him in the second round. I mean,
no. I'm thinking like keep an eye on him. Let's see if we can get him like 4th round, maybe 3rd round. He's not going to go too early, so there's a chance for us to wait on him.
Nate Jones.
They think Burris is supposed to be the good one? Okay.
Yeah, Burris is he's an okay outfielder. I mean, he's got defense and range, but
yeah,
can't really hit that much. I mean, again, still he's a senior in high school, so
yeah, that's mostly just a fielding and running person at that point. I wouldn't feel like Drew would be exactly the best.
I don't know. He's
the best option.
Hitting quite good in his high school, though.
What was his competition level in high school?
How am I even supposed to make that up? It was average.
Average. Okay. So not exactly a high level caliber high school, unfortunately. So
but he does enjoy hanging out with teammates after the game, and you know that's a big thing.
Hey, gotta go have pizza now and then.
It's bingo night all the time.
Yeah.
All right, let's see some batting potential.
Yeah, let's see about some other people really fast here.
Who can grip it and or rip it? A lot of oranges and a yellow. About Kevin Gueto.
Yeah, Kevin looks pretty good.
Committed to Pepperdine. Impossible to sign.
Bummer. He'd probably be a right fielder. That air's a bit low too. I hope that he develops a little bit more.
What about the shortstop Eddie Goldstein?
Eddie,
Eddie
looks pretty
good at playing a position.
Could he be a third baseman? The range isn't exactly going to be outlandishly good. Also, go to his ratings page. He might be a really good outfielder, actually.
He has a cannon in the outfield, but he does not have a lot of range.
Usually when you see shortstops with really good arms but low range, that means they're, almost predestined to be a right fielder if they have any outfield range. But that outfield range is not going to work for right field, unfortunately. Even for a really good arm like that, his right field would be mediocre at best, unfortunately. He might make a good third baseman, though. That could potentially be a good third baseman.
Shows up to perform, but his heart's not always in it. Sorry, Ethan. There, we're just looking at it, right? Steve, let's look at... Where'd that guy just go?
Wow, some of these people have got their defenses set to like really low because they just haven't had any time to play at that position. So that's going to increase their value as they play more time at a position.
I just click. No, what a click. Yes, Steve Clemens. And against average people, 10 dingers this year, hitting 416.
Yeah. I mean, Clemens here is not going to have any kind of contact that you're going to want to see from a prospect. Only 30 is not good enough. That won't hit.
Yeah.
That won't hit in many New Jersey places.
All right, what do we got up here? Okay. Tell me about Danny Matheson.
Whoa. There's another conversion option right there. No power, no eye.
He's another one of these guys. No power, no eye. Contact and avoid Ks all over the place.
Good grief, look at that avoid K. Good grief, that's a lot.
I don't like these guys.
I
feel like we got too many of these guys in the system already.
Yeah, and he doesn't really have any good defense, so I don't think he would ever play a position in the field.
Yeah.
What about the other person who was on that list for high contact? There was somebody else in that list.
Like Barber?
Yeah, the Barber guy.
No power, no discipline. Line drive, pull hitter. Takes care of business. Got a cannon.
He'd have some problems in the outfield with the air, but you could try to train him a little bit about that to get rid of the air, but What does his OSA ratings look like compared to our head scout?
More gap power, more avoid Ks.
Okay. Less fielding though,
Less
unfortunately.
fielding.
So,
but they have him. They're lower accuracy than we are.
Yeah, they are. So I'm not going to respect that OSA report at all.
So let's just figure he's somewhere in between.
Yeah, you'd think someplace in between at that point. That's not too bad. It's a good hitter who can actually do a little bit of fielding, but probably not a long shot for.
But my thing is, like, right now we're just trying
to
get rid of Nick Madrigal, who's exactly the same player but can play some defense.
Yeah,
and
Nick is at a crossroads right now where we would prefer something different for him, or for that position.
Yeah. Big Mike.
There
Purdue.
was another starting pitcher on that list who was pretty decent, but don't know what that's what we'd go for right now. Yeah, Purdue is going to be pretty much the exact same thing we've got. Yeah, that was Pacheco, but I don't know.
He's got some hitting tools.
A little bit better power for Pacheco.
Doesn't have the
and
range.
Some decent fielding, actually.
Might be able to play some outfield. Very easy to sign.
I wonder if he'd be the only person that would show up on a Penta Orange, 5 orange.
I don't think we have
potential filter.
I don't think we have a 5 orange potential, do we?
I think you only have the quad, right?
Yeah.
Triple or quad at this point for you.
Mine are all green. I don't have any.
Oh, you've got Penta greens. Oh,
hold on.
I don't know if we're gonna find a Penta green here.
We got a 45 green pot batter.
Ooh.
Ben Nab.
Okay.
Nab from Worcester.
Ben Nab. Okay. 21 already.
Not hitting great in college. I mean, not hitting great.
And he's not exactly the best fielder in the world. Does he have any ability to play outfield or?
Never. Listen, he never hangs his head during a slump.
Well, that's nice. At least he's confident about his ability.
Cannot play outfield.
Oof. So he has no position he could probably play that well.
Yeah, he's not gonna happen here.
Yeah. Now you could try to do that 45 green filter with the OSA reports and see if we find more people. Sometimes OSA is going to be a little bit more
OSA's got relaxed. A lot of them.
Yeah, see, OSA is going to be a little bit more like, oh yeah, we think these people could be superstars. It's like, okay, let's be more realistic. But this is our long shot. Okay,
I mean, it's second round pick. We have some ideas. Ooh.
Or yeah, Joel Marshburn. Those
Can't
are
really field though. Again,
turn double plays not bad. Nate Ritchie would be
nothing.
Yeah, that'd be a stretch.
Even our
head scout would have to have a huge increase.
No, that's barely anything.
No. That's not a bad hitter. That's actually kind of what we're looking for a hitter, but you gotta field a little bit better than that.
Just a little bit
for us.
I'm not asking for I'm asking for the world.
Please, yeah.
Josh Allen, did we look at him already?
No, we have not looked at Josh Allen yet.
Kind of play some outfield.
That's not too bad. That'd be manageable. That field, decent power, good gap power. When you go to the head scout, not so good, but you're hoping for a mixture of.
And we're also high on his accuracy.
Yeah, we're high rating on him or scouting accuracy, so that's probably not the best option to go for him either. Unfortunately, bummer.
No.
What about Joel? Joel's got some low speed, unfortunately, so I'm not happy about that. But
this guy isn't bad.
He's got some raw talent for speed and fielding, which is good. That's a good sign. You can always try to increase the hitting a little bit, but yeah, that's a thoroughbred right fielder right about there.
Extremely hard to sign them.
Oh,
a Canadian.
These
Canadians.
These lefty Canadians. Larry Walker style at that point.
We already looked at Mashburn,
right? We have not looked at Mashburn yet, actually. No. He is someone that I would like to look at for a split second. So
they have him higher on home run power and.
Yeah, basically it's a huge decrease in hitting compared to what OSA thinks. The fielding's not bad, but that would be a third baseman for life. You would never put him at second.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that's a second baseman for life right there. I don't think Joel's our option either. Unfortunately.
Are they Bourgeois? Durable.
Billy. Let me see.
Nah, he's not.
Not a bad right fielder, but that range, I think we've looked at him already before. That range is a bit rough.
I think is this Sam dude our play?
The Samuel?
Yeah, extremely hard sign.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Samuel's probably our option. And if we don't have a favorable contract negotiation, we could just let that draft pick go and get a complimentary. No, not a complimentary. Not a refunded, but the
Compensation?
compensation.
There
Yes,
we go.
we can get compensated for that if we don't actually take him for this second round pick, which would be decent for us to wait till
Actually,
next
we're
year.
gonna get this guy. Not even a question. His bonus demand
Oh?
is 260. His recommended slot
Oh.
is 940.
Oh, well,
He
let's just
should
meet that
be
demand then. So
super
he likes
decent.
Chicago.
Yeah.
So
He should be
must
fine.
be the close to borders
Scouting director.
price drop for him.
Scouting director still likes Drew Burris. He can play outfield.
I mean, sure, he's a good fielding center fielder, but we already have like 3 of these.
Is that other
I
guy
mean,
still
sure,
living?
you could draft him and see if maybe down the road he becomes a trade option. That would be something.
Who was that other guy we were talking about?
Oh, did the catcher get picked up already?
Noogie Barker? Noogie Bauer?
Yeah.
Draft history.
Oh, did he get picked? That would be a draft log, I believe. Oh, he
Third
did.
round, 5th pick.
Oh,
so he just got picked too.
Bummer.
No,
Charlotte.
again, bummer in AAA for us. Keep trying to get rid of him, but he stays
there. He's expensive too.
All right, so who is left here? Any position we need to look at? I don't think there's a good catcher. Jared Bear Jones? Oh.
I'm not even sure if catcher is what we need, to be honest.
I don't think we have one anywhere in the system.
Yeah, I don't think we really have any prospect catchers, to be honest, but
Let's check all the filters. They'll have some.
Yeah, we're gonna start running on empty for those filters. Unfortunately, those are
yeah. Oh, what is?
Those are more
hold
like
on.
MLB
What
ready
is...
filters than prospect filters.
This guy's gonna be stuck at third base. Is this guy we looked at already? Nate Ritchie. Yeah, we looked at him.
Yeah, we didn't really feel like Nate Ritchie's defense was quite good enough to really be a good second baseman.
Dylan
He
Beavers.
could have that increased over time, but that's a tough one to sell.
Dylan Beavers. We could make infield. Can't play infield. Might be able to stick him in a corner outfield spot.
Yeah, could go left or right. Might have better chances in right.
He can run a little bit.
Decent power, not bad for speed.
I don't hate this guy in the third round.
I definitely wouldn't draft him for a pitching position, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're gonna put him in left and right field.
All right, let's take him then.
Beavers.
Senior out of California.
6'4". Was he a 6'4" lefty? Is that true?
I actually don't know.
No, bats left, throws right.
Oh, okay. Bats left, throws right. All right.
Always curious and asking questions.
I mean, 6'4" is still pretty decent. If you wanted to, you could end up putting him at first base, and he would do fantastic there. So,
Billy Bourgeois. Like super. I think we're done with all these. Scouting director. What do you recommend? Chris Phillips. He can sacrifice. He can sacrifice both with the best of them.
Wow, that's a good OSA rating for a pitcher right out there. He's been used as a starter in high school. Bats left, throws right. Good sacrifice bunt.
Average
done.
Average.
How many pitches does this guy have? 5 or 6?
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Changeup and curveball are not developed at all, though.
Yeah, I don't know if the curveball or changeup would ever really develop.
Fork and a splitter, though.
What does our head scout think about him?
He's kind of in the same ballpark.
I mean, if he's kind of in the same ballpark in terms of just some of his stuff, we could develop some more of him.
He's a tick below on his stuff and his movement.
Okay.
2 ticks below on his control.
I'd take a high flyer on him though for a 4th rounder.
I think he seems extremely hard at it. We'll see what happens. You never know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Phillips.
someone where you're like, okay, maybe down the road he develops a little bit and suddenly he's 3 stars, and then if he continues to do well, he'll hit AAA, and if he continues to do well, he pops into the rotation or a bullpen spot. That's completely doable.
All right, what are we? 5th round here.
5th round time.
Dave Long, 6'3", a lefty from Oswego. Where's this guy from? Owasso. Grosse Point Farms, Michigan. Let's just say that.
This guy's not that good.
I don't. Oh, he can pitch a little bit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering what was going on here.
I was all like, "Where is this guy coming from? What's our head scout thinking about all this?"
Compensatory. There we go.
Yeah, the compensatory pickups. Yeah.
Got stamina. Got a fastball. Doesn't have a changeup. Got a forkball. Doesn't have a slider.
That's a potential relief pitcher right there, but you could be trying him out as a starter for a little bit to see if he does well. And you like the fact that he's a lefty, bringing it in at 91 and 93. That's actually pretty good. Is he high school or college?
He is a high school senior.
Oh, yeah. Take him. That's another long shot player right about there, but that's decent.
Boom. I'm not drafting any more people. Let's just end this.
All right. Sounds good.
Complete draft. Boom.
We got our Rocker pickup, which is, I think, still a really good thing for us at this point.
Rocker and Leiter are going to be pitching together. It's going to be great.
That's going to be fun.
Even if I have to send Leiter down a level. Check on how Leiter's doing, actually. I received a message. God, I need to rebuild this computer. I need a new computer. I'm ready for a new computer.
You and me both, TJ. I'm looking at Amazon's listings for PCs once a week, trying to figure out, okay, what are the price ranges, what's available.
Can I get nothing. A 50? What did I want? I forget what processor did I want? 5600? 5600.
I thought you were going to go with a 3600.
3600. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're going with the last gen stuff. Yeah. Although I did see a
I want a
5600. Yeah, the 5600 is what you really do want. That's the new one.
That's the low end. That's the medium.
That's the low end of the new gen. Of the latest stuff. I actually saw a build. Where was it? Somebody had listed a 5600 CPU with a 3070 GPU for like 1500, I believe. Which I thought was actually quite a good deal.
Why is it more expensive? I thought the 5600 was. No, I wanted a. I don't remember. 3700.
Yeah, you wanted the last gens, but the better version of the last gen.
No, I think this gen is. I'm confused. I thought this gen was the 3700.
That's last gen. The 5000 series is the new ones that were just released.
Which one was the $300 one? That's the one I wanted.
I mean, the 5600 is about $300 if you can find it around that price. Otherwise, it goes up in price as you go to the scalpers. Yeah. So that's the problem, is that everyone's scalping them right now. Tangent number 5, ladies and gentlemen.
For those playing at home.
For those doing the bingo at home. This is a B5. B5.
Let's negotiate with some draftees. Kumar wants $2.33 million.
That's easy.
Kumar
that's absolutely
gets $2.33 million. Well, it's an easy sign. So should we lowball him a little bit just to be safe?
Nah. How much do we have budgeted? 8 million?
No, we're down. We're budgeted lower, I think now.
I mean, it says we have a set budget of 8 million, so I think we're good. No stealing Ukraine's thing. Oh, come on.
Did it say that?
We can't share.
Oh, we do have a set, but I thought we lowered it. I thought the owner lowered it.
I think the owner lowered it, but it was originally set for like 14 or something like that. Because I was like, good grief, TJ. You had that much put into your draft budget?
Okay. Oh, look, hooray. Slot is $900K. We're going to give him $260, and he's going to love it.
Yeah. You meet the demand. If they don't want the full slot, you give them the demand.
That used to be a thing I screwed up all the time. I would always.
Yeah, there's been a few times where I've given people slots, and then I was like, why would you do that when they might be asking for more or less, and then you're just going to make them upset, or give them way too much money? Just sign them, talk to them later. That's
and
easy
then,
enough to do.
And the thing is, if you do that, you save some money, and then you can go and spend, $500K extra on a Dave Long at a high school if you want.
Yeah, you can make those really hard ball ones where it's like, okay, they're going to be impossible to sign. You got to give them a lot of money.
Do we really want to give these guys these contracts?
I did that for a save, and I ended up getting Jeter Downs for about $4 million in the round. What was it, round 12?
Oh wow!
Of a draft once. He was impossible, but I over budgeted him like a couple million, and he was like, sure. So I got him early. So that was cool.
Man, if we could do a diamond pack giveaway, I definitely would. Blue Rod.
How much do these guys want? How good
like
are they
600K.
anyways?
Dave Long was the one that we looked at. He was all right.
Yeah, Dave was at least
He was
potentially
like, there
something
could be
you
a
could
pitcher.
give away a contract to. Yeah, that's the conversion attempt.
Yeah.
So he's worth it. We'll definitely do that for our 5th round player. And I do appreciate that they're all very easy to sign. That's good.
Yeah. This guy has some infield skill.
Yeah, he's not too bad.
He can actually pitch a little bit.
I guess it just depends on how much he wants, because he's probably a
650.
650 or a 6.5 million?
No, 650.
Oh, we could do 650. We might even be able to do $1 million and just see if he signs for that.
He could theoretically pitch.
Yeah, he could actually be an interesting prospect.
Should we give him 700 just to make sure he signs? I mean, he's demanding 600.
Well, but is he? Oh, he's not impossible. He's just extremely hard. Never mind. Yeah, just meet the demand. Yeah.
You don't want to be benevolent guys?
Well, if he's not impossible, then that demand is fine. If he wants that much, we'll give him that much.
Caden Martin, another guy who could be a decent pitcher.
And also has some decent fielding ability. Could be a decent outfielder. But yeah, I would be down for trying him out as a pitcher.
Do whatever we want with these guys.
Yeah. Surprised they weren't doubling up in high school and doing two-way playing.
All right. So we're good there.
How has Sixto Sanchez done in this save? I actually don't know.
Last time I checked, I think he is out for the season.
Oh.
Yes, UCL.
Bummer. He's a good prospect.
Pitching stats.
Whoa.
He was really good in 2021. Take a big step back in 2022.
Yeah.
He was also like impossibly good in 2021. 240, 239
That's
BAPIP.
true.
Sub 1 whip.
Gosh. Wow, he had a career year.
Did he get paid?
That's what Marlin fans are dreaming of when they look at Sixto Sanchez. That's what they want him to do in real life. Good grief.
He did not acquire the bag before going down. He actually pitched well this year, too.
Oh,
He was pitching good this year, aside from 310 BAPIP is fine.
That's okay. That's about what he's going to be expecting for his pitching style. So, that's okay.
Sixto Lascano, though, on the other end. Where is Tyler Freeman? We're giving Tyler Freeman a little something to run with.
Oh, all right.
Just to see what's going on, because Madrigal was struggling. Figure we give Madrigal like 2 weeks off just to see what's going on.
Let him clear his head.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
CJ
Give
Abrams.
someone a fresh chance to be in there.
Abrams is actually playing really well for the Padres.
Oh, yeah. Abrams is a great top-tier prospect. Absolute beast.
So we're like third in the division by a lot, but we are in the second wild card spot.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad. We've always seemed to be the team that kind of resurges late in the season, it feels like.
Jesus
So
Delgado.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Hold on.
Tukey has not been able to bounce back.
He's been doing a little bit better. Well, he had 2 big blow-ups we need to go take a look at, but
He's out for 4 months.
I don't laugh at Ninja, that's sad. Was he getting? I forget. Was he fragile or something?
I mean, I think he had a couple of injuries. I don't think he was technically fragile yet.
Oh, and we lost him at the end of last season, right?
Yeah, we did. Right in time for playoffs because why not?
Yeah, September finger tendon. Missed 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he fragile now?
He's just. It doesn't say. No, still normal. Still normal. But we'll see.
I mean, good.
Dave Lang has.
But yeah, 4 months. That means he's done for the season now. Wow.
Bregman got a big extension. 7 years. Whoa. I thought it was a 7-year, $46 million deal. No, it was 7 years, 42, 45, 47 and a half for 5 and a vesting option. 7 years,
Good
324.
Grief.
Wow.
Good grief, Astros.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Is Lindor still the number one guy? Yes, he is. Hickson
that sets the bar a little high for all third basemen for the rest of the year now.
And that's why we got all our young guys coming up that we're going to play third base. Well, you know what? Again, remember, don't forget how much Moncada wants.
I must say, that gives Moncada all the ammunition he needs to be like, no, you're going to give me $60 million a year.
He's come. Hey, to be fair, Moncada has come down a little bit. He only wants like 55 a year. Oh.
Just 50. Okay. We're at least back in the realm of possibilities, at least. Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous.
Brad Brock just retired. Okay.
Aw.
Jose Abreu is going to want to come back.
Now, that's an interesting question.
248, 333, 485, 13 jacks, 10 doubles in 50 games.
Not really much of a
hoping for a little bit more average.
Yeah, I would say the high pivotal first baseman he is not anymore.
He's getting those dingers though. $4.5 million.
He's getting the dingers though. So, he's doing okay. The strikeouts are a little high.
I'll put it to you this way. He played 100 and he must have been pinch hitting a lot last year too.
Yeah, they had him.
He played twice as many games, and we've already surpassed all his statistics.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get a a starting position versus being benched.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be decent for DH, except for the fact that we have Eloy there, so that's probably not happening.
Move Eloy back to the outfield.
I mean, we could do that. Has Hunter hands, right? No.
Hudson Head.
Hudson Head. He hasn't been doing the greatest in the world in left field, but
I don't know where my notebook is.
I mean, I guess the question is, what does Abreu want with a contract extension? What is he looking for? Because that's going to be the bigger deciding factor.
He's going to
want. How much money does he want?
He's going to want like $4 million.
I'm hoping it's somewhere around 3 or 4, like just like a year or two more. But
$3 million for 1 year. Where is my notebook for me to write down? Or we need to look at this later in the season.
That's actually not a bad deal. If you
I don't hate it. I think it's not bad. I think
it's not bad.
We could probably get him down 38. A little more.
Yeah, you could probably give him like 2.7 and see if he'd take that.
But where is my notebook? Is the much more bigger problem at this moment.
The real question is,
should be somewhere in this vicinity. I'll just have to have you remember to look for him. Let's to get Abreu contract extension.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, let's just see what happens. Let's give him a little bit,
sure,
a little more time.
Let's see if he continues to develop or if he's gonna fall apart. Because the homers could stop, and then he's not worth $3 million. He's not that much.
Yeah. Tyler Freeman getting a little bit of the struggle bus.
Yeah, I still feel like as if Madrigal is still the better play at second, regardless.
Do you think it's time? You think he's got a clear head? We can put him back there?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you put him back at this point.
I think it's been It's been 9 days. We gave him 9 days.
Yeah,
off.
Freeman just strikes out way too much compared to Magical. Magical at least puts the ball in play, which is good. And he's got better air resistance. So he's going to be better in the field.
Ooh.
And technically, I'd prefer someone who puts the ball in play versus what Freeman does, which is strike out a little bit more than I'd like to see.
Hudson Head, 259, 350, 361. Out of the leadoff spot.
That's not too bad, actually.
Mena,
Would love to see the batting average be a little bit higher, but that could just be BABIP over anything else.
BABIP is in here.
It's 299, so it's not too bad. It could probably be a little bit higher.
BABIP 299, yeah.
But I don't know how much Hudson can actually really bring out more, because I don't know if he's really designed as a leadoff hitter per se.
Yeah. I want Mena to lead off.
Yeah, I think our long-term goal is to have Mena be that leadoff hitter. He's got the...
Yeah, you know what it is? He's got the potential on the discipline and avoid K, but Hudson Head's got it right now.
Yeah, Head has the better batting average and contact, which you want from your leadoff hitter right now. You need him to put the ball in play and get it on base as much as possible.
Okay, so I am worried about this Jesus Delgado injury.
I'm a little concerned too, because that's a spot where we definitely don't want to start losing more of our relief pitchers.
It won't tell me. It'll tell me if it happened in a game, right?
Yes, it would tell you if it happened during a game. So you'd have to go to his last game against Texas. It was 11 to the game before that one. The 11-2 victory.
Doesn't say what happened. I gotta go to the game log. It should say it,
right? Just says injured while pitching. So unfortunately, it won't probably say much more than that. Hopefully he didn't get hit with a ball.
I mean, he finished out the game.
Oh, he finished the game and then so it might just be a blister. Okay. Sometimes it'll do that pending diagnosis because they think it might be a finger problem, but then it goes between, oh no, he just had a really bad blister and it'll go away in 6 days, or it could be no, he ruptured a tendon, he's out for a couple months. Rodriguez. So that's just
okay. Gabriel Rodriguez was maybe a bad trade.
Oh my gosh, he's injured again?
Yeah, him and ligaments, not the best.
Good grief.
Torn quad out for 3 weeks. Yeah, I saw it. Torn quad for 3 weeks, torn thumb for 5 weeks, and now he is Le Fragile.
That's not good.
You hate to see it. Okay, so because Delgado is still pending, I'm going to send Matt Foster on a rehab assignment.
Not a bad idea.
Just in case. Let's just see what happens here. Hopefully, I get a response on him. Good thing we sent Matt Foster on that rehab assignment.
Oh boy.
I do appreciate the Dorito in the Twitch chat. More of a fan of the Cooler Ranch or sweet spicy chili. Spicy sweet chili? It's one of the two. So I guess we'll put Delgado on the DL.
Yep. So he's gone for all of this year and potentially most of next year.
Yeah.
That's great. Just great.
Also a free agent.
So there is potential for us to just let him loose.
No, arbitration.
But I'll say, yeah, he's arbitration for one more
year.
Right,
because he's one of those weird. He's one of those weird signings where his contract is shorter than arbitration would be. So
yes,
listen to arbitration.
Yes.
Did you see? Speaking of weird signings, did you see who's going to Japan? Japan?
I don't think I have, actually.
Yes. Going to the Rakuten Golden Eagles. None other than the $72.5 million man. Rusney Castillo. I'm gonna go over there and play for like 600K. I think.
Gosh. Wow.
It was cheaper for the Sox keeping the minors. You got K. Gowwood. That's
true.
Okay, so now that we got that, do the bullpen thing. That sucks.
Yeah. At least we have the bullpen depth to support that kind of a loss. That's definitely gonna hurt, especially since he was a left-handed movie pitcher.
Big loss, yeah.
It's still a huge loss. That is just one less arm that you can reliably call on in a tight situation and expect it to come through for you.
And quality lefty.
Yeah. I mean, we have Ferguson, who's another quality lefty, but still, you really wanted both of them.
But at the price, the quality lefty at a good price.
Oh, yeah. And not having to pay more than a little over 4 to be able to keep him, that's hard to find that, unfortunately. Oh, come on, guys. Don't get to by the race.
We'll definitely make a trade, though. Hey, Corbin Carroll leading the NL in stolen bases.
That guy can run.
I think Baseball America. I know Baseball America just upgraded him. I don't know where he's in the
Diamondback system.
Yeah, for them now.
I know he's been top 25 in Arizona system for a while now.
Yeah.
He's had a couple years, I think, of being a top tier prospect for the D-backs.
Tukey's getting it. Tukey's getting it together here.
Good. We need him to start pulling it together.
Oh my God, he was 0-6.
How did he give up 8 runs and only one of them get earned?
Tyler Freeman. I'm blaming it on Tyler Freeman.
2 2/3 innings pitched. Good grief.
I can't spell Carroll. Brett Carroll. Corbin Carroll, Diamondbacks shortstop.
Yeah, or outfielder is what he should be, I believe.
I'm just telling you. Oh, I'm thinking of yeah. I was looking at Diamondback. I was looking at short season.
Oh, yes.
I think I'm not logged in. I can't see his thing. I'll log in. The power of LastPass.
Have they updated the D-backs system for
I want to say they just did.
2021? Because Carroll was 5th as of the midseason.
Yep. And now he is, as I suspected, numero uno.
There you go.
So
yes.
He is now number 1.
Yeah, Carroll is definitely going to be one of the top tier prospects, right up there with Thomas, Robinson. Perdomo is pretty good too. The D-backs have got some extremely talented hitters in their system right now.
We had a lot of extreme ground ball pitchers. We were a very power pitcher team before.
Yeah, we were going towards power pitchers back when we had some of the veterans who were heavy throwers, and we've kind of converted towards more of a contact ground ball approach.
You know what that means? We should probably fire our pitching coach.
I'll say that probably means our pitching coach is probably not perfect for our setup anymore.
Chuck Krim, power pitchers.
Yep.
Relationships. He's got.
Does he do well with anybody?
Bueller, Feliz, Durbin, Hamilton, and Hicks.
Okay, that's not bad. But are we expecting to keep Hicks past this season? I mean, it's really good to see it for Bueller. It's really good to have that for the ace.
We need like assistant pitching coach. Make a note. Assistant pitching coach. OOTP 22.
Pitching coaches. We need double up the coaching staff list.
Yeah.
Double them all up.
Where's let me just look. Let's just look at some pitching coach personnel options out here.
Who's available right now?
We want for ground ballers.
I would assume ground ball, yeah.
Let me throw a filter on there. Pitching focus is ground ballers. Ground ballers. I got a good average, and I got an average.
Oh gosh, that's a weak list.
Logan Allen, Max Fried, Matt Foster, Puckett, Trinan.
Couple of one of our main starters at this point, but not really that much actually.
Yeah, I think we're better off with
I think we're better off with the power one right now.
Hey, Aaron Bummer though.
He can finally develop.
Maybe that's what we need for Aaron Bummer as a new pitching coach all this time. All right. Okay. Where are we here? A little after 10. Trade proposal. I didn't see that.
Oh?
Maybe for a relief pitcher? Ooh, Cody Herr. No, I don't want this trash bag.
They want Cody Herr, or they want to give us... Oh, they want Cody Herr.
For a not good reliever.
Huh.
Fastball slider. He's got some stuff. No control, no movement.
No control, though, unfortunately. Pretty much just got drafted a couple years ago.
For that, I could have Cody Herr. We should just
Has
give Cody...
Herr been in our major league squad right now, or is he still in AAA?
Still in AAA.
He's pretty good. He might have to be... Well, he might have to be trade bait.
Well, look, let me tell you right now. We have Puckett up, who's kind of struggling.
Oh? If we need to, we could swap them out.
They're both not... Cody Herr, better hitter.
Good to know.
Yeah, let's give Cody a chance.
Yeah, I think Cody's probably someone we should be giving more chances. He needs to be able to prove himself.
Puckett's 27? Yeah, let's do this. Has Puckett been struggling? I feel like Puckett's been struggling. I got a place over here I can hit a thing. Go to player page.
You should be able to go to their stats in the middle.
He gave up 2 earned runs in last game, so you're going to go down to AAA. Take a little breather.
Oof.
Cody here. Welcome to the big show.
Welcome back, Cody.
Oh, we don't have him on the 40 man. It's all good.
Oh. Well, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Not a problem. I think we got some spots. Also, we opened up that spot.
Well,
put him in long relief.
Yeah, you're right, because of Delgado going to the
60.
Yeah,
60
day.
I mean, he's not going to get used a lot, but I want to see what he can do up here.
I mean, I'd prefer to have Cody here pitch versus Foster or Trinan, to be honest. But that's
Trinan is lights out, my guy.
Oh, is he back to his normal?
Yeah, 10.6 Ks per 9, sub 3 ERA.
Good.
They are hitting them. They're getting a 3.30 BABIP, but
okay.
Ooh, they're hitting a couple.
But he doesn't have the 5 ERA he had last year, so that's good.
He's back.
That's a good sign.
Back to his old thing. You know what this was called? A great signing by me in the offseason. When I said, "Hey, let's get Blake Trinan back. See what happens." Foster.
Oh, good grief. Ooh, Max Fried's now cold. That's not good.
I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me that. What happened here? Ooh, back to back. Ooh, 3 in a row. Rough starts. Rough starts.
Yeah.
This one wasn't that bad, but he got hit a bunch.
Not doing so well, unfortunately.
Yeah, 3 L's in a row after a couple great starts.
Gotta say, I don't know if we're winning this Braves trade at the moment.
Well, Cease is out for the rest of the year, so we're good.
Cease is out for the rest of the season.
Gabrielle, what's his name? But
so that's the win.
Fragile.
But yeah, Gabrielle hasn't done very well. Tukey's trying to pull it back together. How has Ian been doing?
Ian Anderson.
Moncada diagnosed with blurred vision. Oh dear.
Anderson's all right. 395.
Oh, nice.
ERA, 118 whip.
All season. Okay.
2.1 walks per 9, 10.5 Ks.
And you didn't want Ian Anderson.
I'm just saying, he's a good teammate. That's what I've been told. Do we need to make a trade? Is there a position that we need to trade to make better? Is the real question. Lindor's raking. Jimenez raking. Lindor actually leading the league in batter war. Bueller tied for the lead in all of baseball in Ks.
There's
So far, so good.
there's potential for us to make a move, but to be honest, I feel like a lot of the problems of the team is just people in pivotal positions not performing well.
We might miss out on
Which,
a wild card spot too. Now.
yeah, if we don't turn around some of these issues with some of our performances from some of our players, we could very well not be included in playoffs this year.
Cody Herr got the flu before he even played.
Good grief.
Now Matt Foster's got some day-to-day sore shoulderness.
5 days or so at this point.
He's spontaneous and carefree, though.
I mean, I think the only position that I'm thinking of that we could potentially make a move for would be a more solid corner outfielder if we wanted to bring in a better left fielder.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't know. I mean, you can try to acquire a second baseman potentially. That would be another option we could look at doing, but I don't really know if hitting is our weak spot right now. I think it might just be underperforming pitchers.
Yeah. What did I want to see? Player played? No, player trade. Trade block. Go get Tyler Glass now.
That actually would be an option. That actually would be an option. He has not done well in Toronto, but that would be an option.
Castellanos.
Gosh, if Dahl hasn't gotten injured, he'd be the pickup there. Either that or McCutcheon potentially might be an option.
Get a little Kutch action in?
McCutcheon is a great chemistry player, too.
He's a man of high character.
Yes, he is. He had a great year last year. Like, if you can get that kind of a season out of him, that'd be perfect. But
the 206 season that he hit last year?
I mean, I'm not looking at the batting average per se. I'm looking at the homers and doubles, but that's just me. I mean, yeah, you're not going to get the 300 batting McCutcheon that you're hoping to get.
I mean, hold on, look at our outfield. Hudson Head got the on base up to 340.
That's good. Okay.
Ooh, Robert's on base has gone down to 330.
So are we just seeing a lack of performance from? I mean, I'm guessing Mena probably has not been very good.
I mean, he's all right. I mean, not great, but all right.
Yeah.
I don't hate it at center field, especially. Where's his defense at? Does this mean he's making 47% of unlikely plays?
Yes.
That's good, I would assume.
Out of the 19 unlikely plays, he has made almost half of them. So that's good. Now, if you go to his standard view for fielding, that will give you all the rest of his default stats.
Negative 2.2.
That's an issue.
Also, still learning center. He was a left fielder.
I mean, yeah, he is still learning center full time this year. So I will give him benefit of the doubt for a year.
Only one error.
That's great. Yeah, he definitely has been efficient. So what is
bad?
And solid.
Catch. And he's made 16% of remote. Imp. It's impossible?
Yeah.
He's made 39 impossible catches?
No. That means there's been 39 impossible plays hit his direction. Like, those are just like literally like, yeah, it was on the ground.
He didn't make one?
A second and a half.
Come on.
You can't make the impossible plays.
Hey.
The impossible ones are like,
make the impossible possible is the definition of this team. And by definition, I mean motto.
Okay. You'll have to talk to Matt then. We need a percentage on these impossible plays. Oh, good. He may tell you that it'll always be 0, but you can always just be like, well, then we'll make it 1% eventually.
Yeah. Also, Mena didn't even play in AAA.
No, we brought him straight up from AA. He did like a quarter of a season in AA, and then we were like, all right, you're the second center fielder now.
I'm not worried about Mena. Mena's good.
Okay, good.
I think we just write it out.
I'm just looking at, I just glanced over the WARs. to see if anybody is like really not performing well. So you've got 0.2 on Abreu. So our first base position is about league average, which is about right. That's what we expected out of
Mhm.
Abreu. Um,
Our bench guys
you
are
know,
0.
yeah. So our bench has been unproductive, unfortunately. Um,
But we also do have 3 guys that are almost at 3 and above. I'll take that.
yes. We have our
Posey will play on
superstars
one.
of Moncada, Jimenez, Lindor. Oh wow, Robert.
Struggling a little bit.
That's why we're not doing so well.
He's only
Yeah.
at 1.1, I know.
Yeah. He
You still
should
got
be
the
at
homers,
about
but
2.5 right now.
you'd like him to be a little bit. But we also moved him from center. That's why now he's playing a more. I would
True.
assume you need to put up more power numbers in that corner spot to be.
I'm not sure if putting him in a different position will influence his power to be more pivotal, but he probably has some negative WAR effects if he wasn't fully trained in right field. So that would explain
Also
why
true.
he's probably a little bit lower in that regard. Oh, he missed some time as well. Is he injured?
Mm, that sounds familiar. He's played 46 games. We have played 62 games. Yes.
Oh, he has missed some time. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So you almost need the averaged out WAR rating versus the just flat WAR rating because he hasn't played as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I want to see? So currently we're 3rd in runs scored, 2nd in batting average, 2nd in on base, 4th in OPS.
Okay. So our hitting is not the problem.
3rd in batter WAR, 3rd in WOBA, 7th in home runs, 1st in stolen bases. We're flying out there.
Ooh, 11th in base running, though. We are not the smartest decision makers in the base paths.
Hey, still +4. I'll take it. Runs against is 6th, starters ERA 7th, 3rd bullpen ERA. Hip is 4th, number 1 in strikeouts. We're not. I feel like we're good.
Our defense is not great. I love having our second place in errors, but 8th out of all of the American League means that we're right dab smack in the middle of everybody for defense. So
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, if you go to your info tab and look at our month to month results for record, are we getting better or worse?
Kind of worse, but
Kind
June's not
of
over yet.
worse. I mean,
We
you
started
can
off
chalk
4
it
games
up.
over 500, 500 in May,
Yeah.
and we're a game under 500 right now.
Yeah, we need to kind of figure out what's going wrong because when you look at some stuff, we are tied for 13th in home runs allowed. That's a bad sign. However, I don't feel like as if the team itself is bad.
There.
It's just not winning, which
We're 500 on this month. There, I fixed it.
Okay, good. There we go. There we go. And we still have another 7 days left here to be able to play some games, so we could bring that back up above and we'll be just fine. Which at that point you just chalk it up to a bad May.
Yeah.
Like literally, you just say no, May was just really bad. We'll get better.
And bad
And
500. Still fine for our division.
Yeah, I don't think you make any moves until trade deadline, and we see what the team's at that point because I don't see this. I don't look at this team and think, oh man, we have so many things to fix. No, this is like, okay, it's just not winning. There's tough competition in the Central right now.
Yeah,
We've probably played a lot of games against our own division. We've just lost those games when we should be, winning those games.
Yeah, our division is rough.
Those
Twins and Indians are really good.
Well, and we don't have the really easy wins against Charlotte and Memphis anymore. So
yeah,
what were easy wins in the past are now tougher games that we're sometimes losing. So yeah, not the easiest victories in the world anymore.
I can't believe the Tigers became the Charlotte Fighting Lions. So weird.
Oh man, I don't think I ever would have allowed that. I would have been like, nope. You don't get that. You can't change the Tigers. Come on.
See, look, now we're right back into battling for
yeah, and then we're fine. You gotta let the team have decision making time to right the wrongs and get back into a good position. We got swept by the Rays. We probably played a couple of games against the Indians and Twins in there, and it just kind of spiraled out of control for about a week and a half. Let's see. Anything good for prospects wise? Ooh, later
Michael
going
Brooks.
down.
Michael Brooks going up.
Rocker getting additional stamina. That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
No potential drops. Oh, Tatis Jr. is gonna make us regret trading him, isn't he?
they're doing really good on that team. It's really, really kind of sad. He's hitting 330,
Oh man.
which he hasn't hit 330 ever. So
Are they playing him at shortstop?
yeah,
Legitimately playing him at shortstop?
he is their shortstop.
What is his fielding statistics? Like, sure, you can probably get away with 3 WAR for a hitter, but like, what are his fielding stats? Because these
Not
have got to
good.
be like
Negative 10.3 zone range.
yeah.
Like he's not
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He gets to 90% of the routine balls, 65% of the likely balls. And on 50-50 shots, he's getting the 30%. So
that's bad.
That's bad. But they're winning.
That's real bad. I mean, Cleveland has to win their ball games because of his bat, not because of his fielding. Oh my gosh.
I know. I know.
Good grief.
Info. Look,
Okay,
see? Look. We had a good little weekend. 14-12. So we ended up with a better redemption.
Boom. There you go.
Hot out the gate.
And
a little weak
we're
May.
still fine.
And that's without our fourth best reliever.
Who has been with the team for a long time and at one time was actually considered our best reliever.
Yeah.
Because I would have considered him a better option than some of the people we had before we got Hicks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, wait to July. Let me go 2 weeks. Let's see if just get to the All-Star break. I want to see if Lindor leads. Ooh. Lindor gets his 300th home run. Let's go.
Nice. That's impressive. The only thing I can say about, caring about defense when you can tear the cover off the ball is, yes, you can produce enough on the offensive end to overcome really poor defense, but we had a problem in the playoffs where one of our players, Freeman, just could not play shortstop enough and literally cost us 2 games in the playoffs. So if Tatis goes into the playoffs, doesn't hit, and has multiple errors and costs the Indians their games, everybody will be demanding him to be gone because that's just what's going to happen. So it only matters when you're in playoffs. That defense is only going to be an absolute thorn in their side during playoffs because, yeah, you do 162 games, you're going to hit just fine and you'll make up for it. But, you go cold in the middle of playoffs and you have really bad defense.
We're going to tell all of our guys to hit it directly to shortstop every time.
Oh, yeah. Just put the ball in his direction and he's just going to boot it or it's going to go into the outfield. He just can't make the plays anymore. So,
are we just saying like zone range is a good basic thing to look at?
Zone rating is a good way to know how well your player is doing compared to the rest of the league because that's going to go up or down depending upon the average player's ability to do zone rating.
So is this plus 3.3 not really that good for Lindor because Tatis is making the whole league look terrible?
The 3.3 is probably going to be about, that's better than average, but it's not going to be Gold Glove. If you want Gold Glove, you're looking at like 10, a plus 10 at that point. Now that'll keep going up over time because he'll make more and more plays with extended range and, be able to get that up and up. But Tatis is not affecting the league of his negative 10. Not as much as you think he is.
He should be.
I mean, he probably is helping a lot of people have more positive WARs than before because he's playing in the American League now versus the National League. So true, I guess he is affecting everybody else. But Lindor doesn't have the best range out of all the shortstops right now either. So
we should find out who is. Probably I don't know actually.
I mean, if Iglesias is still playing, he might have it. If Simmons is still playing, he might have it. Oh, well, there's no reason now to be playing Tyler Freeman anymore.
I forgot how long it was. 10 day.
4 to 5 months.
We should probably put him on the 60 day then.
Yep, just put him on the 60.
Okay.
Good grief. This is gonna be the one season where it's like, yeah, you don't need this guy, right? Because he's gone for like the rest of the year. Like we're taking him.
Well, I can't bring up.
Grief.
This would be a great time to bring up Gabriel Rodriguez if he wasn't hurt all the time.
Yeah. And we already have Sosa up, so I mean, to be honest, I don't think we really need to bring anybody up because we got Sosa.
So we're just gonna play a man down all season. It's gonna be great.
Well, oh, you're right. We don't have a backup shortstop because we did not keep Yolbert Sanchez.
No, he was part of the trade.
Forgot about that. Then yeah, we do need to have someone called up. Maybe Nelson from AAA.
Nelson.
Yeah, C. Nelson, the 2.5-star prospect.
He's okay.
That isn't no, that's not the really old Chris Nelson. Used to play for the Rockies. Okay, good.
No. He's actually hitting very well in AAA right now.
Wow. Wait, where did we get this guy from? Oh, Atlanta's trade.
I think it was the Atlanta trade, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
So we won the trade is what you're saying. Let's go.
We totally won this trade. Yeah, this guy's definitely going to be tried out. I mean, you could probably slot this guy right into second base and see if he does better than Madrigal at this point.
All right, so we want to bring up Nelson as our guy?
Oh, yeah. Has he had a good year in AAA, or was he in AA to start off?
Tearing the cover off the ball. 342, 378, 480. Not a lot of home runs, obviously. Only 2 home runs. 22
all in
doubles.
AAA. Oh, but this is Madrigal 2.0. This is, you want to try Madrigal again with a little bit more speed, maybe? Chris Nelson. This basically is Nick Madrigal 2.0. So, yeah.
I wonder if they're going to try to start him over Nick Madrigal. No, they did not. Not surprised.
I mean, I don't think he's going to start him over Madrigal because Madrigal's a 3-star player. Has Madrigal been getting better? 283 is good. He's not getting a lot of walks anymore, which is kind of upsetting. But
yeah,
I feel like Madrigal has gotten better in the past little amount of time. So that's not bad.
Yeah, he was down in the 260s. Yeah, he was.
Okay, so he's been getting. Oh, he's gotten a lot better since May, at least.
So when we gave him his little break,
yeah,
he was at 255.
Okay, so he's gotten much better.
Yeah, he's gotten better.
Okay, good. Well, then I would leave him as the starter for right now. Wow. Yes, you did. He almost had he had big one day off where he didn't get a hit, and I think he would have had like a combined 30-game hit streak otherwise. Wow. That would have been impressive to see.
That's true. You're just making things up.
Oh, no. If you go back to his game log, there's a stretch. There's 2 different stretches where
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Missed a couple.
You go from there. Oh, 2 days. Sorry. Yeah, 2 days where he didn't get a hit against San Antonio.
16. Yeah. 2 days in the middle of a 16, what would have been a 16-game hit streak.
That would have been nice.
Then he had another like 9 or 10 game hit streak down here too.
Yeah, you combine those 2 together, and you're looking at almost 30 games. So you get those 2 hits against San Antonio, and yeah, that's that probably would have been top for the season about there.
Wait, the All-Star break? I was just trying to get the All-Star break. All right, so he's done.
Yeah. Are we gonna do any of the international free agents?
No, I highly trust my my guy.
All right.
Hey man, they found Jesus Delgado, so I trust him.
That's true.
I don't think I did the Jesus Delgado find. Could be wrong.
Was he a international free agency during end of season, off season free agency, or is he a international signing?
I think he was an international signing.
Okay.
No.
Usually those are.
He was an international free agent.
I'm about to say, because usually those are like prospects, and then they would have arbitration periods, and they'd go through all that. And they would not get a contract.
How many goals? I knew there was a good reason to give you the big contract. Yep.
Hey, Mena's on the stolen base list. Okay, that's good.
Hey, our pitching coach is coming up. So we could just get rid of him at the end of the year.
We'll review it at the end of the season and see what our options are, I think, at that point.
Oh, no. Fly Jr. is now the leading vote getter.
That's okay. Or who are we expecting to have the top vote getter? Jimenez?
Lindor. He's only
Lindor.
30,000 or 20,000 or 30,000 behind right now.
Yeah, for top vote getter. He's above Franco by about 200,000 though, so that's good to see.
Jimenez 2.4 million or almost 2.5 million.
He's up on that list too.
Oh, we're doing good. We got some guys.
And even Luis Robert on the right field
Oh,
list.
is he?
Nice. So yeah,
There,
the
yeah.
season's not going bad. We're just not winning all the games we're supposed to be winning.
But we're still 6 games over 500.
And that just goes to show how good the team is. It can win even when things aren't going well.
What's our where can I see our projected?
Our Pythag projected?
Is that in team history?
By sub-league or the expanded standings. Also part of the history index, yes, I believe. Yeah. So we're -3 right now. So we are struggling, unfortunately.
Yeah, our ERA has gone up.
Yeah, we have had a hard time of our starters not clicking well, and it's shown.
Well, because somebody wanted to trade away half of our rotation before the start of the season. I don't know what kind of monster would want to do that.
I don't know, just someone who thought it would become a better rotation.
Look, you know who's doing great? Blake Trinan, and I thank myself for that.
Good. Whenever you have your hands immediately on a subject, it's at least going to turn out well. So that's a good sign.
Is there a way to make Blake Trinan the use more guy?
Not unless you have control over the pitching bullpen options. How has Phillips been doing? I can't see his stats from here, unfortunately.
He's pitching quite well right now. Currently at a 2.88 ERA.
Finally. Okay, good. I was hoping we'd finally get to see the real Michael Phillips.
K's are down a little bit, but
that's good.
K's are down much rough, but
still, the BABIP is really low for what I'm expecting from him, but that's okay.
But Hicks has 13.1 Ks per 9, 2.56 ERA. Ferguson 2.0 ERA, 14.7 Ks per 9. Yeah, so they're doing good. Ian Hamilton is having a little bit of a problem. Let me hide you for a second.
Uh-oh.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons.
Put me on full screen, TJ. You know you want to do it.
Tukey's ERA still coming back down, but yeah, we're like all in the fours with our starters. But...
Oh gosh. Do we need to do something about Feltman?
Probably. Ooh, he had a rough one a couple games ago.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of got rushed to the majors.
Then bounced back and got a save.
Too soon.
And we can send him down.
Wow. Okay. Oh, well, no, wait. He just hasn't had a whole lot of time.
He's only had like 14 innings or something.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so he just needs more time.
16 innings. Pitching stats.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you blow up for 5 runs in 1 1/3 innings pitched. Yeah, that ERA.
Yeah, his ERA is going to be blown up. But...
A 5. That's just what happens.
Walks are a little high. It's 4.4, but
that's usual for Feltman, though. He's a stuff pitcher.
Yeah.
His job is to come in and strike everybody out. So
I would like to see Cody get a little bit more usage, but
yeah, I kind of would like to see them use Cody and Logan more as relief pitchers and less as long relief pitchers / starters, because we don't have that situation anymore. We don't have the our 5th starter is borderline not a starter. Although I don't know, has Dunning been having a good season? Are we actually set on having Dunning as our 5th starter at this point?
He's been getting beat up pretty good. 4 runs, 5 runs, 4 runs, 4 runs.
So it's gotten a little bit worse as of lately. But he had been doing pretty well.
He started off the season pretty good. A little bit better. A couple 5-run games with a bunch of ones.
Wow.
Recently it's been like 4-4, 4-1, 5-4. Send him to the pen for a little bit. Give him a little breather.
I'll leave that up to you.
I mean,
that's up to you at this point, because otherwise it's Logan Allen time, right?
Yeah, Logan Allen's been pitching fairly good out of the pen for the last.
He's been doing pretty good as a long relief pitcher.
Yeah,
he still has those couple of bad starts or bad reliefs where he comes in, gives up a home run, and that's going to be his problem, is that he is a home run magnet.
If we make Dane Dunning a bullpen guy, what does that do? It's Ian Hamilton. Why is Ian Hamilton in a...
Oh, do we have Allen set up as a reliever as well? We might have Logan Allen. Strategied as a.
Gonna give him a
pitcher.
none and see if that.
Yep, just give him a none and see if that fixes it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's give Allen some time. We'll let Dunning kind of refresh himself a little bit. That might be a good idea.
Yeah. All right, I think we're almost up.
I think we are. I think we're almost up to the All-Star game, so that'll be nice. Nice. Beating Minnesota. Good.
Freddie Freeman doing good. Tyler Freeman not doing so good. Hey, we're up to second place. Wow. Which gets us into that second wild card spot. Gets into the first wild card spot. Let's go.
Okay, good. Good. We roughed up on Minnesota. I like to see that. That drops Minnesota down, brings us up. Good spot for us to be in right now.
Lose to the Angels, beat the Angels. Ohtani.
Angels are a tough team. They'll be competing with us all season.
Beat the Angels again. Let's go.
Good. Both in extra inning games.
When is the All-Star break? $47-39. Birdie out. Oh, what happened?
The Futures game happened.
Yeah, I was paying
attention. Or did it?
Yeah,
was it just about to happen? It did happen.
It happened, yeah. Let me see. Did we send anybody?
Did we have anybody in that Futures game? I think I saw Michael Brooks.
Josh Jackson.
Hey, a couple people. Nice.
Corey Collins. Don't know who you are, but you're in there.
One of our catchers?
PCA. 261, 370, 377. Where's the power, PCA? Develop it.
Oh, it's falling behind on the power, unfortunately. We might have to have a long discussion about whether or not PCA is
tradable. Jordan Aguilar.
If that's our trade.
Why was Jordan Aguilar even? Why was Jordan Aguilar even in this game?
It's actually not too bad for a prospect having that kind of level of power, home run power, and eye discipline. Not to mention he's actually a very good fielder and good speed. That's actually a good prospect right there too.
He can't hit the ball.
No, he really can't hit the ball, which is
79 batting average.
He would also be someone that I would be interested in trading away.
I'm gonna trade him away. Brooks.
I mean that kind of a prospect reminds me very, very clearly of a person who got signed to play in Arizona who did not ever do that well.
Connor Jackson.
Yeah, Kojak. Actually, Kojak wasn't that bad. He actually had a couple of good years.
Carlos Rampage Quinton.
Oh my gosh. I'm still upset that they got rid of Carlos Quinton.
He kind of raked for the White Sox for a little bit there.
He kind of was like really good.
He was like a baby JD Martinez for like a half a minute.
Yes.
Strasburg done for
and
the
then
season.
I think it was injuries that ended up getting to him.
Yeah.
And really destroyed his career. But oh my gosh, there was so many people who were upset the team got rid of him. Right in the middle of when he was coming out and becoming like a prime hitter. And it was like, yep, we're gone of him. It's like, oh, okay. Sure.
Did Connor Jackson get run out of town by who?
Was that Hinch?
Who would have run him out of town?
Now you're having me look up old baby back player era stuff.
No, not Connor Gillespie.
Man, this is about the time when Kojak started playing for the D-backs. I ditched and went to the Rockies because I was like, nope, I can't stand this ownership anymore. D-backs, I still love you. Don't take that the wrong way, okay? But yeah, that was the beginning of the end for me. Kojak had a couple of good years though. Batted about 300 for 3 seasons in Arizona.
I clicked way too much stuff. He got Valley Fever, which I don't know what that means. And he lost 35
I remember
pounds.
that. He did get Valley Fever. It's a dust-borne, I think it's a pathogen? No.
There's a lot of letters.
Hold on.
Who would have become the first base? Would have been... I don't know who would have taken over at first base for the Diamondbacks then.
Oh, for the D-backs, would that have been Chad Tracy during that period of time, I think? I think
Maybe.
he had a fight with Chad Tracy for first base. Yeah, that was the Chad Tracy, Connor Jackson era where they were trying out who would play third, who would play first.
Mm.
Tracy played third for like the first couple of seasons. I think they still tried to play him at third, and then Mark Reynolds came in right after that.
That's probably what I was thinking.
So eventually, Mark Reynolds kind of took over first base, third base as well. And eventually, Kojak just kind of didn't have a place to play. They tried him in left field, and then they shipped him out to Oakland, I believe, right after that.
Look, we are a good team. 8-5 in July. All right, that's where we're cutting it. It's getting late over here. I'm beat. Thank you guys for watching. Had a great time doing the stream. Alex, thank you for joining me as always.
Absolutely. Got to help you along your tangent somehow.
We're 1K away from 900 strikeouts.
Nice.
For our pitchers.
And that's first in the AL, by the way, guys. So that's great. So our power pitching coach doing his job. Very nicely done.
Doing a great job with our ground ball pitchers.
Yes. Keeping them in the fastball, strikeout categories.
We are first in batting average, which ridiculously surprising, and third in on base.
We have a lot of good hitters.
I just want more from players that a 280, 353, 470 just ain't doing it for me. But
maybe it's just that we're getting some underperformances from people and we expect more. Because, I mean, if you compare our history for like last year, comparing it to this year for batting average, I think we're doing better.
See, like to me, I would be like 350 is not great for on base.
Yeah, I would look at our list today and I'd be like, this doesn't feel like the same team we had last year.
Do you know what the problem is? The first time I started thinking about the triple slash was I always think about how Chipper Jones triple slash 300, 400, 500. Which I think like him, I want to say it's like him and Mantle are the only switch hitters
who've ever done that, right?
To do stuff like that. So I always think like you want to hit 300, 400, 500. That's like what you want to do.
That's the goal.
So when you're at like 350, I'm like, that sucks. But it's actually like, no, that's actually really good.
You approach your team and like, guys, our goal is for all of you to be Hall of Fame caliber players.
I want a lot. I demand
We're expecting
excellence.
The moon from all of you.
I should probably look that up. That probably is true.
We should probably lower our standards down just a little bit.
I know, and we're third in on base percentage. I'm like, this team can't get on base.
Nobody's hitting. Nobody's getting on base. We're not getting in runs. We're only up, by like 9 games over 500. What is this?
Yeah, why are we so trash? I don't get it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I assume that's a me problem right there.
It's an us problem. We expect way too much from our players. Yes.
Even when they're doing pretty good.
Even when they're doing just fine.
The problem is these Indians team is getting me.
Yeah, the problem is that we're not first. That's the problem. If we were in first place, we'd be like, we're doing fine, guys. You're doing great. Keep going. But
if you're not first, you're last. So.
And we are not first by a long shot. So that's a problem.
I batted handedness. I could probably add a filter in here. Oh, I need to put in a thing. What would be a good qualifier to say someone had a full career?
Oh man, 3,000 games?
It's a lot of games.
No, that's too much. Probably 2,000 games then would probably be more accurate.
All right, I just want to know if this thing is if this stat was correct. On base.
Yeah, 2,000 games would probably be a much better statistic. I was thinking more like.
Did you know Billy Wagner pitched less than 1,000 innings?
Yes, he did not have a longevity career, from what I remember correctly.
Okay, bats both 2,000 games, 300, 400, 500. But I forgot to add the extra thing in there. Hold on. I did not put the game filter in there, which is why some rando was next. Can I just do 10 years in the majors? Is that even an option on StatHead?
10 seasons?
Oh, I lied. Oh, you know what? That guy got injured a lot, so...
Oh.
So I'll tell you right now, guess who makes the list of of that stat?
I would assume Mantle.
Is only Chipper Jones.
Only Chipper Jones.
With your
wow
2,000 game. Would you say 2,000 games?
I said 2,000 games. I thought that would be a pretty good marker to hit.
Let's do 1,500.
You could probably do 1,500, yeah.
Still Chipper?
I would assume so. I don't know of very many people who could do that kind of a result where they hit for
Mantle.
For power.
Okay. Mickey Mantle, 298. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, he's just off.
Of players with at least 1,500 games, Chipper Jones, the only one that's a switch hitter to go 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
Hold on, let me take out the switch hitter thing then, I guess, right?
I was say, what happens if it's not just switch hitters? I would assume there's gonna be a lot more people at that point.
I think it's only like less than 30, but I could be completely wrong. Oh, does not have the... Oh, yeah. This is with 1,500 games that we went with, that we said was good. Yes. We're at 19.
And I know who one of those people is.
Go. Manny
Todd
Ramirez.
Helton.
You are right.
It's Todd Helton.
Guess what? Todd Helton, the only other person on this list whose name is a different shade of purple, because I've recently looked at their profile page.
Oh, good grief.
Babe Ruth.
Oh, dear me.
Don't forget,
I was gonna guess Babe Ruth probably is on that list.
Yeah.
Does Gehrig have enough batting average to be on that list?
Luis Gehrig only hit 340.
Okay, yeah. So he's on that list then.
Yes.
He'll make that list.
Would you like to know the second lowest batting average is Chipper Jones? Who is the lowest?
Wow. The lowest batting average?
Yes. Someone hit 301, 419, 555. It is a player
555.
We know.
So not very much on the slugging percentage.
555? You're saying not very much on the slugging percentage?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong tally there. Duh.
521 home runs. Hall of Famer. Once
Jimmy Fox
hit a child with a pillow so hard he flew off a bed in a Rogers commercial, which I believe was pulled off television not long after that they showed that.
I have no idea. Hold on. Who is this?
Come on. A player from the 90s? 90s player. 90s, early 2000s.
90s, early 2000s.
Literally started in 1990. Rookie card, notably, did not have his name on it.
Wait, didn't have his name on it?
Oh yeah. My God. There's a variation where they forgot to put his... They left the name blank. It's great. And then someone did... in Topps 2020, they did do a version of the card without his name on it. I will give you a hint. It's been answered in the chat already.
Oh, man. Now you have to maybe look at chat now? Good grief.
Do I have...
I mean, I could see it being the Big Hurt. I could see it being Thomas for his power and everything.
Yes, and I gave it away by saying it's a Rogers commercial for when he played with the White Sox. Can I find the commercial? Grief. Flashback Friday. Frank Thomas pillow fight commercial. It's great.
Oh, good grief.
This is a still from it. My own Zach. How do I get this window in here? Oh, can I just get this? No. This isn't going to work. Web page capture. Browser.
The only problem with Griffey is that he didn't have a good enough batting average or on base percentage. He does not get on that list.
I don't know how to scroll on this webpage, actually, which is probably a problem.
Oh my gosh.
Can I click on this? I don't know how this works.
Oh, good grief.
I have to be in here to use the webpage. I've never tried to use the webpage. You know what? I'm just going to put the link in the chat.
Yeah, let's just put in the chat so people can watch it on their own time.
It's a great commercial, and I'm pretty sure it was taken down, like, very quickly. The vice president of marketing for the Blue Jays, Laurel Lindsay, was dumbfounded as to why it was an issue in the first place. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Alex, I appreciate you joining me. I need to go watch that because it's a great commercial.
Oh, dear me.
Save this up. Make sure we're good. Everybody have a lovely night. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, we're good. Thank you, Alex. Till the next time. You can say goodbye.
Oh, my bad. I'm trying to say goodbye now. All right. See you later, everybody. See you next week.
Take it easy, folks.